And now again, we're talking about the whole metro area. So we're talking about, Seattle, Tacoma, Federal Way, Bellevue, the entire Puget Sound region, basically. So it's
Okay.
not just limited to Seattle. And well, yeah, the numbers are pretty startling for Seattle, particularly in the short term because it went up 1.4% in just the last 2 months, and that was
Hmm.
the highest jump. That was the highest jump of any of the 23 metro areas. Now, to be fair though, inflation, we'd been sitting at 40-year high, and it's cooled a little bit. It's right at about 2.7, which is the highest it's been, I think, since February of 2025. Now, ideally, the target number is 2%, but anything between 2 and 3%, you know, is workable given where we were four and a
Right.
half, 5 years ago. So now, for the year past, for the year ending from June 2024 to June 2025, it's a 2.7%
Okay.
rate increase inflation in the Seattle area. Not as bad as some areas, but still not good. We had a couple of areas that top 3%, but 2.7, that's a pretty high number.
So when you weighted that where the change from 2 months ago to now, and as well as the year over, June of last year to this year change, those
Correct.
two things combined gave us that number one rating,
Correct.
worst number one rating.
Correct. Yes, this is definitely one you don't want to be number one in. No. And there's a number of reasons for that. I was breaking down some of the numbers, and it's again 1.4 for the past 2 months, 2.7% from a year ago. Wow. uh, Food, and of course, Carleen, with the CPI measure, it just
Yeah.
measures, rate increase, inflation over a number of different types of goods and services primarily in metro areas. Where did Seattle? Okay, food went up 1.1.5% in June. The index for what we call food at home, those are grocery store purchases, 1.4%. Now, the food away from home index, now that includes things such as restaurants, cafeterias, vending purchases, 1.6. So overall, now for the year, now this is pretty staggering. The food index rose 4.8% over the year.
4.8% for food costs, whether that's grocery store or going to restaurants, up in 1 year.
Right. That's the
Wow.
entire, the composite, 4.8%.
Right.